I think for a football fan, a stadium is far more symbolic than just where the team plays. It's pretty central to a sense of identity and a sense of belonging.
It's kind of a temple for us, for Atlético supporters.
To me, I think Calderón is a feeling.
It's impossible to feel more home than we feel here anywhere else in Madrid.
It looks like you're losing a friend.
We thought that this was going to be like a day of celebration, but I think that the sadness just kicked in and everybody is devastated with the feeling that we're leaving this neighborhood forever.
They moved to the Calderón in 1966 from the original Metropolitano.
This is a working class neighborhood.
It just springs out of this residential area.
The whole neighborhood has grown into Atlético territory, and the stadium has seen 19 trophies. That's around 80% of all the trophies that Atlético Madrid has won. I would say that the vast majority of the people are used to the stadium, and this is where the team has really grown. Vicente Calderón is definitely a place where Atlético has grown to find its own identity.
Yeah, I think it's really fitting that it's Simeone's team who are going to see out the Calderón era for Atlético, and not just because of the immense success they've had over the last 5 years. On the pitch, they're gritty, they're determined, they're dogged. They're not always associated with flowing football. And by the same token, the Calderón, it's not state of the art, but it's got that intense, visceral passion. The team feed off the intensity of the Calderón, and the Calderón feeds off the intensity of the team as well.
The way the football we play, the way it's the stadium, it's a whole thing. It's the way Atlético supporters are.
There's a lot of people that the first memories coming here with their parents and enjoying the first match, and they remember the first player they saw.
Well, I have to say that personally, Vicente Calderón is where I watched my first football match, because I came from the States when I was 10 and I had never watched a football match before. I remember the first thing you can remember when you walk into the Vicente Calderón is the intense light that you see from the glow, and then you see the green, the intense green.
The stadium is not covered, so the light gets in the stadium, and when you see the whole stand with red and white t-shirts and scarf, the landscape is amazing.
That like impressionistic view is what many of us remember as our first time in a stadium.
I don't know Atlético playing in any other stadium at home.
We'll always think with a certain sense of remorse that we should have stayed here, or we should have looked for a location that was nearby.
It's our home. In fact, that's why we are really sad. We don't know what's going to happen in the future.
I think it will be interesting to see how Athletic fans grapple with that change in terms of their identity. Because it could be seen on the face of it as a bit of a shift towards what they've previously identified themselves as being against.
Because it's not a new building, it's at the other edge of the city.
So it's terrible news to leave this neighborhood.
And sure, it will be different, maybe it will be even better, but the years we have been with Atlético here, but
it's going to feel like playing away for quite some time. I do have the feeling that we're not going to feel at home for quite some time. Because I think that the match is really not going to matter that much.
Actually, I think I'm not going to be watching the game. I'm going to be watching the stands and just trying to remember.
It's impossible to not think of all the incredible moments, but also the terrible moments that we've lived here.
The moment we leave the stadium, there is no more opportunities to come back.
It's going to be like a weird feeling in my stomach, I'm sure of that.
It's going to tear me apart.